Oh, it's you. Want to hear Axure in action? Check it out. Now, important to point out is that there are two versions of Axure as of this time, Axure 1 and Axure 2. Now, Axure 2 only works on Contact 8, which doesn't work on Linux, unfortunately. Aww. So if you're like me and you're on Linux, you want to make sure you go for Axure 1. Otherwise, you're gonna have one heck of a headache on your hands. So first, I want to write a little Midi riff. Something like that. Let's spruce it up a bit. Okay, now we're gonna need a bass. Let's do Breakout. Can I go down an octave? Now let's try doing this with Axure. Now the thing about Axure is that it's just DI. It's the raw guitar sound that you get out of the box. It sounds like this. So you're gonna want to use an amp. I use the Home Audio Thal amp. It sounds like this. Now I run it through Wine with Yawbridge on Linux. I haven't found a native Linux amp that sounds quite good yet, but I'm still searching for one. I'll make sure to let you know if I find one. But until then, I use the Thal amp from Home Audio. It sounds really good, and it's light on the CPU as well. Now, the cool thing about Axure is that you got all these articulations that make it sound really great. Now, I have these written up in Reaper. There was a text file that followed with the purchase of Axure, so you could have all of these articulations written down on the notes here. Palm mutes, alt, pick. That's what I'm going for right now. So let's go ahead and add an ARP synthesizer. Now the basic riff, it sounds a little bit too basic. So after every other repetition, you get this longer note. Now, a cool thing in Reaper, and you can do this in other DAWs as well, is you can filter out the notes. So you only see the notes that you've placed in the MIDI editor. That makes it easier to program the articulations. Now, Axure comes with all these cool effects, like a rake or a left-hand slide. Let's add in a left-hand slide here, right before this note. That makes it sound a bit more organic. And another thing I want to do is add an atmospheric pad. Let's go with Zebra again. Unison to maybe 6. I want this cutoff to be modulating. And of course some reverb. How's that sound? Nice. Now, another cool thing you can do, Axure, is you can have stereo guitars. The way it works is you open up Axure like this, then you go to where it says select guitar, and you choose guitar 1 or 2. Then you can duplicate this track. So you have 2 tracks with identical MIDI information, and you set the other one to guitar 2. And then we pan the tracks left and right. So we get stereo guitars. And if you want, you can click on this button right here, the send and receive button in Reaper. And you can select media playback offset. Set this to something like 30 milliseconds. Now there's a little bit of a delay between the guitars, creating an even wider stereo effect. Let's add some drums. Ba-bam, bam, ba-bam, bam. I still use the old Zebra 2 sometimes because I have some cool presets for it. So let's pick something that I like here. Now I kind of want a higher
pitched version of Axure.
Something that sounds a bit like... And maybe I'll add a guitar solo going on top of everything. So that was a bit of Axure in action. Now, if you liked what you heard, you can check out Axure down below in the description. There's a link that gives you $10 off the purchase. So make sure you use that if you want to get Axure. And remember, get Axure 1 if you're on Linux. I hope you liked what you saw and heard. And make sure you subscribe for more content.
Oh my God, who the hell cares?
I'll see you next time.